All the cycles. Podcast. Spell backwards. Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm JW Crump, and call 911 because I'm fierce, bitch.
I'm Lex Basile Price, and y'all got no business putting me in nature.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and for 2 months, I went here.
That was kind of a JW quote.
It was.
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 20, Episode 8. We're halfway through, right in front of the recap. The girl whose walk is too good, which Hannah said before, of all the titles we've had, late stage top model, that one we probably wouldn't change, but I still did, because I retitled the episode, The Girl Who Agrees That a Panic Attack Was the Correct Move.
And if your correct move is giving us money, so we don't have a panic attack, you can go to spotify.podcasters.com/ or do the clicksel. Click.
Down below.
Clicksel.
In front of your face. And we'll remind one last time. And we know, some of you might be getting sick of this, but the errors with the process of hoisting our anchor and setting sail on the good ship Spotify for podcasters created
Not
some
a good
errors.
trip.
There was some choppy waters.
It ain't no lollipop.
So just double check if you're like, I still want a sponsor. I still have $1. Check, because a lot of folks reported to us that their accounts, their sponsorships were just stopped. But once they just re-put in their information again and basically started anew, everything's been fine. Like, thank you for the people who've reached out and told us, because Lex said in the last episode, but unfortunately we can't control that. Nope. We are just unwilling participants in capitalism. And if you want to be an unwilling participant in capitalism, get that Clixel.
A willing participant.
Yeah.
Corey shades Jordan. She only sees the light part of the shade.
Yeah.
I kind of love it. It kind of reminds me of Simone of yore, who didn't know how to be insulted. We get some top model math.
Too much mathing on the bus.
Yeah.
Too much math on this motherfucking bus.
Can you believe that we're the top 8 out of 26?
It was 35.
And I get that for some reason, they're not counting the whole audition crew.
Just how?
They're only saying the semi-finalists, which I'm like, either say 35 or say 16.
You chose the absolute wrong number.
Yeah.
That's okay. Numbers are the villain, because according to Phil, that's what sent Gianna home.
Well, and does Renee say something that we weren't supposed to hear? Because she says that the scores are on a curve.
I'm not sure if it's hard to tell if that was something she was just saying to kind of like shade Jordan again or what.
I mean, signs point to.
No.
And oh wow, Hannah, Lex, do you think the comeback competition is going to be revealed soon? Because we get a full-length explanation and review of how it works, who's in it, what they're doing, sepia told.
Also, continuing with math, just because there are 5 guys and 3 girls does not mean the men are dominating. Because if Phil had gone home, it would have been even.
Yeah.
So,
I love that Dawn is the only one who understands that, though, and says, yeah, there's more guys, but Jordan wins.
Yeah. The most dominant player in this game is Jordan.
Dawn knows. Dawn is like, look, I've lasted long enough. People are probably going to download that single.
Dawn is just like watching the TV show from inside the TV show.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm really surprised they haven't eliminated me yet. I do the same thing every time.
Maybe this is me watching too much Are You the One right now. But Dawn is like, am I the relationship expert in this house?
Marvin is so excited to see Digital flirt for some reason.
Why? I think the excitement is there to mock Jordan. I think, yeah.
Renee has found this gentle tightrope to walk of mocking Jordan to her face, but in a way that Jordan can't be outwardly upset about it, because she looks at it and goes, ugh, I can't even stand to look at it anymore, which to Jordan reads as funny joke. But Renee's like, I also don't want to look at this anymore.
As you alluded to in our last episode, JW, this tango, this paso doble between Jordan and Renee.
The samba of this relationship.
Who's the cape and who's the matador?
I will say it's very paso doble, right? Because it's a dance of death. The quotes on flirt are only two. You gave us neck and H to T-ness.
And my favorite part about this is that phrase is in quotes, and then there's 2 exclamation points outside the quotes.
The quote was being screamed.
And also, queen of social media.
Well,
Brian boy makes it to the flirt.
He's been better this cycle.
Because he hasn't spoken, really.
Sometimes that's what you got to do to be better. Hey, Renee does an accidental lore drop about maybe why Renee makes some of the choices she makes.
Because she got some bad dad advice.
You know how we usually talk about good parenting, good daddy, good momming, good boyfriending? Renee's dad, she's like, my dad always said, second place is first loser.
And then Jordan's like, oh my God, your dad and I have so much in common.
She pops in, Renee, were we talking about first loser?
Renee got second photo because she finally took a good photo, but it wasn't actually good. But I think she should come to the Tyra suite with me.
Woo!
Honestly, give me this version of Jordan 247. I would like her so. If dull is the baseline,
sure,
I would rather full villain. I would rather
petty.
Jordan be like, Nina, I wish she'd come up and be like, hey, Nina said no.
Nina said she's kind of sick of me in that room. She has too many guest outfits now.
She's like, all this denim's on my frail little body.
She says, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And I don't know why that's so funny to me, because it just made me think of her, like, arranging people.
I love that Renee knows what's going on.
Oh,
yeah.
And she still hates her.
That's the best part of the Jordan-Renee dances. I think they both kind of know at all moments.
They know each other. They're, like, activated.
But how is Renee a bitch, Jordan? Stop calling her, like... This episode,
we get a lot of racially coded language
dog whistle.
when Renee starts being good at this competition. We get lots and lots of racially coded language from Jordan that I hate very much.
Yeah. And then my backup quote from Marvin talking about no more tears. No more tear shampoo for Marvin.
No more tears.
Thank you so much. That's exactly what I wanted. He goes, it is old Tyra 2 list that becomes a sort of 3 list. I've cried in the girls' room. I've cried in the bathroom. I've literally cried everywhere. And I'm like, well, that's 2 places.
Honestly, though, it's a pretty decent start to a song.
While Renee is talking to Dawn, Marvin keeps going, come here, Renee. Come here, Renee. Renee.
I said that Marvin invited Renee to his bunk to look at his etchings.
Yeah, because he's like, come look at Jeremy left this note for me.
Jeremy drew me a picture.
Come look at it.
It is so funny to me that Renee describes Marvin as 30 years younger than her, while the Tyron shows her age of 24, so Marvin is -6.
Marvin describes Renee as shy, which, false. Have you met Renee?
Renee is
I love that
uninterested in general.
Yeah, uninterested.
And then she says, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I love it.
Perfect.
Love it.
But also, he thinks that they have chemistry because they kissed during the chemistry thing, which didn't happen. And they kissed during a challenge, which also kind of didn't happen. You attacked her face.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is if you wanted to show a kiss that did happen, show the behind the scenes one that she offered. Like, there was a better clip for this.
It's just like, these are all in work situations.
Yeah.
She has not shown this, at this point, she has not shown any want or desire for Marvin.
And yet, we have one of the most fascinating scenes of this cycle because Jordan is listlessly reading a blurred nylon magazine.
Yeah, reading is a generous term for what's happening right now.
It's a nylon magazine. She's flipping. And Renee goes in, slumber parties up to her, and says, I don't know if I should say this. And of course, Jordan's like half interested, like, what?
You like someone?
Yeah.
See, at this point, I wondered if Renee was feeding fake information to Jordan. Because of the way
we're being too generous.
I know.
I
watched the rest of the episode. I'm just telling you what my notes were saying.
Is this a plot? I believe in you, Renee.
Yes.
Lex, I love that you're like, I know, JW, I'm in the future too.
But also, I need to point out, Marvin says that Renee ups his hormones by existing.
Hate it. Hate it so much.
Also, how can your hormones be any more up?
I do think there is a dynamic. Renee loves hating people, obviously. She
full hobby.
Loves hating Jordan. She's great at it. Super talented at hating people. Mm-hmm. And I think with Marvin, she gets to hate someone and snuggle them at the same time. And I can see how for Renee, that would be extremely appealing.
Yeah, because she still, I will argue, doesn't like Marvin.
Correct.
As someone when he opens his mouth, no.
I think she likes looking at Marvin because Marvin is a very handsome man.
And being held by Marvin, because it feels nice.
Sure. And we mentioned it early in this cycle. People are starved for touch.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a house with more options than the typical top model household for a lot of people and their sexual preference to touch.
Yep.
But I do like both of Jordan's "you go girl" moments, which are "girl, go for it if you want to," and then just he's starving.
I actually, again, this is the Jordan really I love. Who's just like, I don't care about this. She's like, I'm imagining what I'm gonna look like on this magazine.
Fuck Army Hammer.
Better than her. Better than her. Better than her. Better than her. How does this magazine love me? Let me count the ways.
And she's doing Love Me, Love Me Not with the magazine.
Yeah, rip it about. Rip it about.
I win, Renee wins. I win, Renee wins.
Nina wins? That doesn't feel right.
So we head to the Vibiana, which was a former cathedral. Wild.
And I have a question. Why was Jordan late to the group lineup? We get this weird insert shot of Jordan like John.
Maybe she realized who the guest was and slapped on a bunch of extra makeup or something, because she is blown away.
Yeah.
She is way too excited about this.
Mm-hmm. So it's Rob with Alexis Borges.
And how disinterested was Rob? Rob was like, I guess I gotta do one of these. My contract says I have to do some of the challenges.
Also, it's my agency, so I guess I should be here.
Also, Alexis was not prepared to speak because the frog that erupted from his mouth.
I loved it. It reminded me so much of the energy from the All Stars, CSI. What was it?
Oh yeah.
The acting challenge where you're like, oh, that voice is not.
Hey there, I'm alive. Hey ladies.
Lex, I've never heard that. That's such a good character voice.
Thanks. It doesn't feel great in my throat.
I'm dying every second I contain it.
They have the most budget go-sees because there are only 2 castings.
I would argue these are C's at best because the going is limited.
Just in C.
Yep.
Yeah. They're going to have a meet and walk for Polly Gibson.
Which everyone's doing.
Delightful. Polly Gibson and Entourage were delightful.
Everybody in that crew.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go to brunch with that quartet.
Those fancy queer vampires are who I want to spend time with.
Then the girls will head to XCVI and the guys will head to Civil Society.
The one thing I liked about those 2 brands being what they were is that I thought they were very similar aesthetically. Like, I thought that the girls and guys were basically going in for the same kind of clothing.
Yeah, it felt equitable. I get that.
Yeah.
So, new storyline. Phil has been trying to model for 2 years. this is new Phil, because quirky Phil that has just like stumbled in, gone, not real.
Sure hasn't learned much about the industry in those 2 years, though, it seems like.
Sure hasn't.
No.
And this winner criteria is stupid, because whoever books the most out of 2 and also performs the best at the Broadway challenge. Yeah, like, what? That works when you see 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I agree that the rule scheme for this is so silly and misaligned, but also I agree with the winner. So I was like, well,
sure.
Yeah. It all works out the way it's supposed to, it feels like.
Someone won via a hug later, and I like that.
Yeah. So we head to Polly Gibson in a very large space where the table is at one end and the door is at the other.
Wasn't this just where the runway was ultimately, and it just hadn't been set up yet? Okay.
Yes. They were definitely setting up to the left of the C.
So
of the NC.
Yeah. 4 people sit at a tiny folding table.
And I love all of them.
All of them are great. It is Polly Gibson, the designer, Mikal Abney, the CEO, Mikey Stone, the creative director, and Alexis Lerma, the creative director.
Ooh, Lerma.
Alexis Lerma, that's a great name.
Right? We don't get Tyrons. That's just, I was able to figure it out because it was just Polly Gibson's
team. Yeah.
I will say, Mikey looks like Guillermo from...
Yeah. Yeah.
From What We Do in the Shadows.
Fantastic.
Also not a Patton Oswalt character.
Sure.
The copy on the Polly Gibson website sounds like it was actually written by Polly Gibson.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I get that.
We are a specific breed of man, you and I. We're creative, we're active, we're social, we're professional, and we work a ton. Above all else, we are busy. But we still make time to travel, experience new things, and embrace our ever-evolving selves. It's important to us to look and feel empowered everywhere we go, but with our own personal sensibility.
On an interview I read about him, he says that he was inspired by his nanny, which is great. And they said, oh, my mom's like Cinderella because she dresses up. I wish I could just play dress up all day. And the nanny said, that's fashion.
My dear, that's fashion.
There in the movie Burlesque.
Yes.
Did she turn him to the mirror and go, now that's fashion?
Well, whenever he then says, for good behavior, my mom would take me to Neiman Marcus. She knew. She knew.
Oh, yeah.
It was just,
Love that origin story.
He seems so lovely. I was here
Yes.
for everything about Polly Gibson.
Yes.
It was nice to the folks, even the ones that were ultimately rejected and gave actual good, helpful feedback. The thing you don't realize is that he gets to just pick as many as he wants, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I also did not realize that it was basically a menswear line.
It is.
Yeah, you don't figure that out until later.
Yeah.
Marvin says, I have a great personality, then proceeds to walk in this giant room quietly and non-verbally respond to questions.
I think he got very nervous.
Yeah.
I also think there's something that happens in real life as well as Top Model, which is we know are separate things, where I heard my sentence halfway through it, where people who have been told consistently that they have like an effervescent, likable, charming personality, then don't feel the need to try. And so the opposite happens. Because I think I've fallen prey to that before. Where I'm just like, oh, I'm usually naturally funny. I get along with people. And so then I come in and I'm kind of blank because I'm just like, I'm probably doing it.
It felt like to me someone who had never been in an interview before, like a work interview before.
Which makes sense. He's young.
Very possible. Yeah.
It was so weird because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I've had to walk into like an audition room and I'd say audition room because those tend to be bigger, or an interview, if you have a long way to go, you can talk.
Yeah. We saw Nina do it right before Marvin.
Yeah, when you just come in, you're like, hey there,
everyone.
I'm this person. And you kind of like space it like that. And I guess that's me just taking like, maybe it's a skill that I have that I just don't think everyone does, but it seems so natural that you would do that. I don't know. It's just so strange when people walk in and they don't say anything until they get something.
Yeah.
Because Jordan
and
does
I wonder
that too.
if sometimes people are like waiting for the other person to speak first to like be granted permission.
But Mikey dismissing Marvin was the most devastating thing.
Ooshy booshy.
Woo! And then
Phil's
Phil,
hair.
Whoa. He comes in and immediately apologizes.
Can you take off the beanie? And he's like, oh, you really don't want me to? Okay. He takes off the beanie. No, it looks so bad. And I'm like, we talked about this in an earlier episode. The beanie is the only thing that makes the hair acceptable at all.
Yeah, you got to cover everything at the
because you're just seeing the ends. Yeah.
But I wonder if he would have been better served by letting production see how bad it was more often. If he could have gotten a second makeover,
almost a Molly situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If he had like been itching at it and like showing it to people and being like, it looks really bad, right? Let's talk on camera about how bad my hair looks, that it might have been better for him.
They never gave these contestants, and especially Phil, any idea of how to treat their hair.
Yeah. I had the captions crunch to lead all captions crunch, because what they say to Phil is, would you mind taking your shirt off for me? What captions quoted was, would you mind taking your shit off for me? And I paused it because I was like, it cursed captions.
Spicy.
And I just love the idea. It's like, I don't know, take your shit off.
Jordan is a liar because she says that I'm a sweet little country girl from a small town.
She's trying.
But Polly is Lex when he says, I'm so bored by Jordan.
She's gorgeous, but I'm so bored.
I do think, interestingly enough, what is fascinating is they do say, I think your walk is almost too good. And it's funny that she does hear that and takes that as a potential compliment.
Then embellishes the hell out of it.
She sure says, and then adds, like I'm so obsessed. Paulie never said he was obsessed with you, Jordan.
No, never happened.
I just love that even the first part is considered a lie. And I'm like, weirdly, she was told this confusing feedback.
I don't think it's that confusing, though, if you weren't someone who only heard the positives.
Yes, because they're very clear when they're giving the critique about why they didn't book, why she didn't book.
But I think she absorbs that once she gets that critique.
No, I think she doesn't absorb it until much, much later, with the amount of times she keeps saying, he said my walk was too good. She only hears that as a positive thing.
Well, and this is the thing.
I get the confusion, though. I get the confusion.
From a competitive standpoint, if people are asking you, why didn't you book? I would not be like, well, here's how he complimented me.
Exactly.
Because it sounds like you don't know why you didn't book, even though she does. And it puts her in this, weird victim role. That's not going to serve you when you have been winning this competition.
And I just love, and it keeps happening throughout the episode. Every time she says it, everyone just starts laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. No, don't get me wrong, y'all. Do I want to be here for Jordan's journey of this? Nah, not really. Not in person. Do I get, you walked in there and got told, wow, your walk's almost too good. And that is the cadence he said it. And she walks out and was like, cool, sounds good. And then to be one of two people alongside Marvin who doesn't get it. I feel like when Jordan has that panic attack, I'm like, yeah, I would be so we're watching this from the outside. We're seeing all of Jordan.
I think you're giving too much credit. The panic attack I understand from this is the first time that something has gone really badly for me in this competition.
Yeah. Go home badly.
And something that I am good at. I understand the panic attack from that perspective. But I think she knows exactly. I don't buy the confusion.
You're thinking, you're Nina. She's turned on the dumbness.
Yeah. I
think
don't
the two
buy
of you are used to having likable, charming, effervescent personalities.
Yeah.
I've been dull. I know how this works.
See, when I go in the room, I do book.
You two are great. You don't know what it feels like to be a Jordan.
I went dull for 2 weeks.
And it changed my life.
MTV, make me dull. That
Finally,
was my episode.
But we are putting off. I feel like I know what you're about to say. Because we have to get to Renee, who walks in a killer outfit. First of all, she looks so good. Is immediately and effortlessly charming.
Mm-hmm.
And
Polly is Lex again.
Walks the hell out of that room. Just does every single thing right. Boom, boom, boom.
I loved her when they said, you're so pretty. She's like, you're pretty. Perfect. Quick, succinct,
Polly
charming.
Smitten by Renee.
I think they all are.
No, but I'm just like, he is going like, I want to give you a job. Anytime I have a job, I do menswear. I want to book you. Like, that's how crazy it is.
And she has a great walk too.
Yep.
So yes, we said Polly selects, because they do it here. Polly selects everyone but Marvin and Jordan.
Sorry.
Shocked that Phil got chosen.
Polly Selects sounds like a fancy grocery store that I would shop at.
It's one of those you have to grind your own nut butters.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm, very nice.
We call that Sprouts in Southern California.
I can't believe they picked Phil too. That interview, Phil's interview was just all bad though.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it says a lot about the echo chamber of ANTM that these two people that the judges adore, Marvin and Jordan, did so poorly.
Yeah.
When he could have booked literally everyone.
Yeah, apparently.
With Phil.
Such a reveal when 6 people are chosen. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Because you think because they say Renee's name first, and it's like, oh, cool, Renee got booked, and then it's like, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, and blah, and I was
Don,
like, what are we doing?
Corey,
and then he doesn't have to, but does give usable critique to Marvin and Jordan.
Very much so.
But when he says that Jordan is flat, her expression never changes. She just has this like face.
Well, what are you gonna do in the moment?
Actually, the one thing I would give to Jordan is that I thought she was very professional with the designers generally.
Sure. I'm just saying it was ironic to say you are flat and then have no expression. So the women head to XCVI with Daniela Zeitzer,
who is doing some great fake writing prop work.
I wrote down.
I'm writing in my planner. Are they here?
I wrote down Zeltzer. Like she was a zesty seltzer. I don't know which is right.
Oh, it's Zeltzer. You're correct.
It is Zeltzer. It is Zeltzer, yeah.
Sorry, I just really love that.
Yeah.
It's a fun seltzer option.
It's a spicy. It's an alcoholic seltzer.
Zesty seltzer. It's Zeltzer.
So on their website, they say that XCVI is 1996 in Roman numerals. It is not.
No, they do say that.
I was about to say, it's not.
Yeah.
They say that multiple times.
They sure do.
Excuse me?
Yes. Because that is
the name of your business.
That is the year that they started, which is also not true. But their website is very strange because if you look at our team, they show people that work for the company, but they're all about like, look at all the, it's very tokenist, right? It's all like this person's sad story and this person of color. But then the jobs are like,
how top model of them.
Yeah. Then the jobs are like production cutter and quality control manager. Do you know what I mean? It's just like sample sewing machine operator, but then and they're all people of color.
So essential to the brand. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a section that is wild, and that's our customers, where they say they're named like, meet Angie, an active mom of 3 boys. Meet May Rose, a free-spirited empty nester who loves to travel.
I knew before you said it that the word free-spirited was going to end up in one of these descriptions.
Free-spirited empty nester.
Meet Chrissy, a people-loving, adventurous sort. And then the next one is Alex, because they clearly changed the processing, but it looks wild. And there's also someone named Dr. Brandy, who my immediate reaction was, is she related to Dr. Yvonne?
I hope so. Jordan.
Yep.
Desperate to show personality out the gate, tries to be casual and says, this reminds me of what I wear at home. And you can see in her eyes, like, this is what people say when they're being nice and casual, right?
You left out one very important word from that sentence, JW, that actually I think made it harmful.
Ooh.
Because she says, this actually reminds me of what I wear at home. Like, I thought it was going to be terrible, but it's just like me.
And then here's where...
We're at this incredible inflection point where our reads of Jordan are so different that my impression of her and your impression of her, Hannah, are such different voices for this average, normal young woman.
A true Mary Sue. You just get to project whatever you want on that beautiful face.
This is, again, the difference between Laura and Jordan.
Do we need a Jordan-o-meter of me with you two?
Where are we with Jordan? We're like reset every time we see a picture, and we're like, well...
Yeah. It's Hannah.
It's me.
I'm sorry. I'm never going over to the JW side.
I'm providing a counterpoint to this woman we're going to have to suffer through for the entire cycle.
I don't think you're wrong about the desperation. I just don't think, even in the midst of that desperation, that she can turn off how great she thinks she is.
Yes.
Like that well never runs dry.
Yes.
Even in the midst of her most casual, she's still very pro-Jordan.
She always pro-Jordan.
I wish Renee had responded with, "Eck, it does." Jordan wear, am I right?
Then there's the dog whistling from Jordan. When
this
she says,
collection of whistles of every tone. This is a dog symphony of whistles. This is crazy.
Because she says that Renee is stomping.
Just from the walk. Yeah, just from the walk.
Stomping the yard. But she's kind of very catty and very diva-ish.
It's diva.
Diva.
It's the use of diva.
But in the
and everything
middle
else,
of that,
but yeah.
Because again, this is a sine wave, stomping the yard. Really fierce. Very catty. What? Diva-ish. What? Bad? Like, it's so weird that these are also, beyond what we're saying, with the coded language, such a weird mix of compliment and not compliment. Like, I don't know what Jordan's trying to say. You know what I mean? Because really fierce is all positive.
No, I disagree.
No. Okay.
I think to Jordan, this isn't
Explain
professional.
More.
Yes.
I think Jordan has an idea of how a professional model walks, and this isn't it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that Jordan is ever complimenting Renee. I think that she's pointing out very specific categories of what Renee is to counteract against Jordan.
Yes.
Okay.
And somehow cannot see that Renee has a killer walk.
Killer walk, and also people like her.
And that she looks great, she makes the clothes look better.
Oh, that's for sure. I think the show has convinced me that the word fierce is always good. That my brain can't calibrate someone using it mean. Because that makes sense. That all makes sense.
I don't think Jordan would ever say that Jordan, was fierce.
Yeah.
She doesn't see that as a positive attribute.
Which, again, that's our most positive attribute after Tooch, I think.
What was on Daniela's neck that needed to be blurred? Like, what? There was a weird blur on her neck.
Maybe another Roman numeral that she got wrong.
Daniela says that she can only pick one person.
But she would book them all.
Lies.
But I'm not.
Will
but
not.
Renee.
You're
Clearly.
booking.
Renee, everybody.
Obviously, right? We all knew it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe we have to talk about whether a panic attack is real or not. Is Jordan having a panic attack, or is she just upset? Because, I don't know, this doesn't seem that wild. She just looks like she's really upset about not booking.
I think panic attacks can take a lot of shapes and form.
Sure.
I think for Jordan, this probably is one.
Sure. Maybe.
Yeah. If you think about the amount of emotion she normally shows.
Okay, fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. I think it's weird that Nina gets invited back to the conversation because of all people, she's the one that gets the talking head that likes seeing top dog Jordan at the lowest of her low. And I'm like,
Nina is done with Jordan.
Yep, Nina's done. There's a reason she wasn't picked for that Tyra suite.
I do Renee being like, look, we're just all loopy.
When she says, we're like on 100 and you're like on 10. Oh, savage.
I do like that Renee is like, well, she's having a panic attack. Could it make her go home? Let's see if I can turn the dial.
And then she calls her an unsalted cracker.
Yep.
Renee has been waiting for this.
Oh,
Empowered.
Yeah. She's like, please get me out of that judging room and into real life.
Yes.
For real, though. Yeah, it's a very big referendum on the whole show of how well Renee is being received. Honestly, it's also a big referendum on social media.
Uh-huh.
And low-key, Don as well.
Yeah.
Like, Don books. People like Don. They're into
I
his
thought you
presence.
meant Don's opinion of Renee, and I was like,
no.
What?
how the show is receiving Don.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was probably to the chagrin of Don. He's like, I don't want to book. I don't want to model.
Yeah, I know I have presence.
Then we head to Civil Society with Brad Schwartz, who seems like a douchebag.
Sure does. Phil got lucky with who he was auditioning for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you look at the companies that he has had, there's a trend with the names.
A through line, if you will.
Yeah. Civil Society, Prodigy, and Stateside with a number 8.
Yeah.
Weird vibes, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
They're all also, at the same time, meaningless names.
Yes.
It's
Tell you nothing about the clothes.
And also the clothes are
about these very
nothing.
mid clothes, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Phil is unprofessional and gets rewarded because Brad likes a little asshole.
Well, also because Brad doesn't like queer mo's.
Oh boy.
I can only pick one of you and I'm going to go straight. Right, everyone? Right? Cool.
A comparison that's never happened before is the
Never.
Corey versus Dawn. He's like, well, you're clear. He says it to Corey. It's like, we're
It's
clearly
also-
the same person. I feel like both Dawn and Corey are like, what?
But it's also a bad look because
There is.
Corey is biracial.
Mhm.
And so he's picking between the two light-skinned people of color.
Oh, it's a bad look from start to finish. No chaser. Also, why say it out loud, Brad?
Because he
Just
thinks there's
don't
nothing
pick
wrong.
him.
He's doing great.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's helping Corey. Corey, you gotta know.
know.
Corey's face when he said that was just like,
What?
cool. Like,
Honestly, I thought it was one of Corey's more disgusted looks. I think he couldn't even hide the. I got a read of Corey being more over it than normal.
maybe. Yeah.
Because now this is affecting like the bottom line, his actual bookability.
Yes.
Because I think Corey's someone who could probably take the show at the silliness that it is,
Yeah.
even though they've said a lot of really crappy
Really shitty
things to
things.
him. But now that it's in real life, especially after he's had the good experience with
Mhm.
Pauly and crew,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, maybe this is what real life's going to be. Nope. Back to this, I guess. Chris looks great. I'm, as a model, exclusively as a model, and just here and there for the chaos,
Sure.
Mhm.
I'm a big Chris fan. I think Chris is
Yeah.
actually my favorite male model.
As far as the modeling goes, he's
He's
good at it.
consistently good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got a
Whereas
good walk,
Corey's
too.
got fucked up.
Mhm.
Yes, he has a good walk.
Yeah.
And Corey does not. Has Corey's walk gotten worse?
I think if I'm trying to do like armchair therapy or whatever, that once again he is
Been told.
he's scared about coming
Yeah.
off
Swishy.
androgynous. Yeah. So he's like slowed it down too much and it's too careful.
Yeah.
None of
Yeah.
which is his fault.
I think two things are true. I think that 100%. And we've heard so much about how men hold themselves.
Mhm.
Rectangles, move this way, don't be Mike. We've heard them all. But also, I think that Corey didn't start as one of the better walkers.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's only made it worse.
Yes. I agree.
Alexis praises Jordan for being honest.
This was some fed by the show
Uh-huh.
bullshit.
Uh-huh. Now, here's where I think all three of us can triangulate on Jordan.
Okay.
Because this was a BS that I was like, well, yeah, what was she got to do? Lie? He knows what. Like, there's. I feel like we're giving
He
Jordan.
slapped me in the face and kicked me out the door. Like, what is she gonna say?
Yeah. It's just like, wow, at least she was honest. I'm like, again, I just don't know what the other option would have been in that case. They told me I was too fierce to exist. But I hate the word fierce also. I'm a confusing person.
But so interesting.
Small country? Is it time to pitch that again?
Brown eyes can be.
And then something that got
Marvin!
done by the show is that Marvin hits on Alexis.
Yes! Yes! And touches him!
Yes, so weird for your potential boss.
Right?
It's so odd.
I wrote Chris in profile. Oh, right. When they're walking, Chris in profile looks so wild.
Although I will say this, I do think you now need to do an art project for your husband called Chris in Profile. One perfect silhouetted Tyra-esque picture.
Ooh.
I think Chris has very specific facial features.
Sure.
And I think he carries himself very chin forward, which in Profile is an odd silhouette.
Phil gets to open the Civil Society show, so I guess that guy sure did enjoy some low-level shit-giving. Oh, to be a man.
Uh-huh. Stinky and oppressed? Yeah.
This is, unexplored in this show, is how if a woman tried to behave that way at a ANTM, how quickly she would get left in the dust.
I feel like we'd hear words like aggressive, unprofessional, probably a B word here and there.
Yeah.
With him, it's like, wow, he gives it right back to me.
And then he gets to also fuck with his clothes.
Phil gets a very basic instruction that he first seems to misunderstand. Because backstage, like, you want me to take off the jacket? I'm like, yeah, that's literally every model show ever with a jacket. Yeah. And then he destroys that jacket on the runway. Like, you are wadding up laundry to toss into the hamper.
But he also
practically rips it off.
Yeah, he took it off in the wildest way.
Yeah.
But then the moving, like, making a basketball out of it, basically, it's so bad.
Especially because his take on this is, I was set up to fail. And I'm like, Nina took her jacket off in the go-see.
Yeah. And then Polly hugs Renee at the end of
Renee looks so hot in these clothes.
So
oh my God.
Gorgeous. Nina looked pretty great in the clothes too.
Yeah.
And Nina gets the Polly mostly does menswear, so it's a big deal to be a Polly girl. And I'm like,
love that.
I was like, did you make that up? That's so cute.
She's like,
Nina.
did you hear that, Jordan? And then this was where it was wild. Renee, Dawn, and Phil were called out for being the best, even though they hated him.
I guess they want to acknowledge because a couple of them booked both, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Renee, by far, you won this challenge.
Loved that. Love that they said it out loud.
Well, the designer literally basically made it him their muse by the end. His
non-existent women's line is now led by
It probably
Renee.
is a women's line now for a couple of months. It's called Renee.
It seemed like Alexis was going to pull her aside and be like, I'll just book you right now. Yeah. You don't have to continue in this competition.
Hey, do you want to be on top? No. What was that little remix you just did, Hannah?
It's a polka remix. So Renee, 10.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dawn, 9. We love.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, Corey, and Phil, 8.
Phil should have been lower.
Shocked that they gave it to Corey, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nina, 7.
Surprised by that. I thought she looked better. I think I would have switched Phil and Nina.
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And then Marvin is above Jordan, even though alphabetically it should be switched.
This is to torture Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the same people who loved Alexandra and dislike Jordan, and that is what is happening.
They're in charge of... everybody who's in charge of the screens in the top model house hates Jordan.
In fact, you know how there was only 2 Tyra quotes on her digital flart? They added a 6 to it. Right over her face.
We see the printout for the prizes, and it looks
little love note
cheap. And also, what is there from Civil Society? What is Brad giving Renee?
I assumed she just didn't get anything from them. But it looked like a big swath of clothes.
It did. Polly, made clothes that day to send to Renee.
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, who knows what they actually get to keep and what they don't. It seems like recently, with the introduction of the Tyra suite in those closets, the contestants never have any excuse not to have clothes. It feels like they're just clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
Phil has a tantrum about, as Marvin says, a score that anybody should be pretty happy with of an 8. And he should be relieved that his score was not lower. And instead it becomes this, I was set up to fail. I knew I shouldn't have taken the jacket off. This isn't my fault. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Punching things unnecessarily.
As if he would have won over Renee.
Yeah.
And also Dawn, who looked fantastic in those clothes.
Yeah.
And has presence. Clearly
Yes.
has presence.
I love Marvin doing the easiest top model math ever. I'd be thrilled if I got an 8 and someone else got a 6. That's 2 points higher. Tyrus told us how to add 2 to things every week.
Yeah.
But this is so, I just don't, do we think for all, look, none of us are on Phil's side. Obviously, we've seen, he's not been portrayed well at all. Do we think part of this is like, he's been in the bottom so much, Gianna left, he's just like at his wit's end. Like, I don't understand this amount of emotion. It's very much this is a lot of emotion for Safe. Like, it's just so much. And I don't understand why.
Well, I guess he just knows that he's probably not going to take a good picture at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't. Once again, he took off the jacket in an insane way, in a way that you would think was common sense to not take a jacket off in that manner. But he's never been trained.
Yeah. Gone are the days, like we've said, of the Miss J jacket teach. We used to be taught
really
these
could have
things.
used it. Yep.
The realization that we haven't been getting Tyra flails
I wrote
this season.
Oh yeah, Tyra mail.
And then it's this one. Because we get a boxing flixel with the fashion is a reflection of you.
What on earth does that have to do with the boxing thing?
I don't know.
It's mirrors. They have mirrors on the ground.
I know, it has barely anything to do with the photo shoot. That was where I was going.
No.
The boxing,
the photo shoot, I get the
the boxing
get the
is
little
wild.
bit. The boxing is nuts.
And the flixel is her just going, like snarling. It's not even like a punchy.
Jab. Yeah.
Can you do your punchy hands again, Lex?
With my small little fist.
Punchy. Then we get a devastating Tyron of 2:47 a.m. And like MTV's The Challenge before them, Renee walks in and Marvin says, this exchange is very, very funny. Marvin goes, come through. And she goes, shut up or I'll change my mind.
Conspiracy theory. Jordan has restless leg syndrome and/or is a farter and/or is a big snorer. And that's why Renee...
Your determined generosity to Renee. I love you for it, because I know how much you love her.
But, yeah, she still doesn't like him.
You're giving too much to Renee.
She
has
still doesn't like him, but she wants to crawl into that bed.
But then he immediately ruins it, and I'm shocked we didn't see the footage where she gets out of bed, because he says...
Because she didn't, my love.
Yeah, Lex, I'm sorry, she's flawsome. She has flaws and is awesome.
Fine. But he says, she gets into bed and he says, although I kinda got a boner right now. When are you not boned, Marvin?
Honestly. But then we get this little monologue about how, quote unquote, every girl he's had a crush on has gone home, including Haley, a name we have barely heard, if ever.
I wrote, not a Haley lore drop. Haley coming back to the game. I love that. I love that he's like, they'll mention my Haley relationship. It was a big deal at the time.
She was my first love. The fact that to make this work for himself, he's like, I had a crush on Gianna. And then the curse caught up and she went home. I'm like, no. That's not how this works, man.
This is not the birthday curse from Top Chef.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
No, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
So they head to Canyon Ranch Studio, which is in Santa Monica Mountains. I love this quote from there because they do a lot of events, obviously. Budgets met, creative achieved, excellent productions every time.
Honestly, I kind of like that
That's
copy.
what you want.
Yeah. But I like budgets met. Ooh.
Exactly.
I like Johnny's copy. Want to know if he wrote it himself?
Yep.
We'll be making good use of these lush fields today.
I didn't like Johnny's hat.
I don't remember this one.
It's
It's
lawn
weird. Juan, all caps.
Once upon a time.
Huh.
No idea what it was referencing.
What was that referencing?
His name. It's Jahan and
Juan.
Johnny, don't make us work this hard, baby.
Maybe he's doing worse hats now, so Phil won't steal them.
Tank Top Johnny was good.
Stupid.
Yeah. I was about to say, Dawn is inviting Johnny to his bicep workouts because Johnny looked yoked.
The one bad thing is the pocket on the tank top was too low.
It was low.
It was as though the tank top was too big.
I had this shirt that I bought from a street vendor where they had, it's like a bigger shirt, but then a different kind of fabric for the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this one with like really thick fabric because I thought it was funny that it was like so much thicker than it needed to be. And that shirt started sagging on that side with that pocket over time. So I had one like a loose booby on this side.
It's your Amazonian tank top. You got one titty out.
I just wear that one side.
Oh, I'm glad you explained that. I didn't get it. And I was like, from Amazon.com? I don't get it.
That's how I refer to all my purchases from Amazon.com.
My
Amazonian.
My Amazonian dog food is here. And I also do it with this voice.
Your character work, Lex, in this episode.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What a reel.
I love this conversation between Corey and Renee.
Well, I love that she tested the balloon on Jordan. And then she's like, I guess I need to tell my actual friend now.
Yeah. But I love the process that Corey's face goes through because he is going, she says, oh, we hooked up. And he's like, or we slept together.
She says they slept together. And he's like, what does that mean?
And he has this delay because his brain can't process that.
Yeah.
And then, and what's so weird is like, why on earth would you word it that we slept together without preferencing? Because then he's like, did you make out? And she's like, no. And I'm like, but you said slept together. So it sounds like you had sex.
And then she responds by saying, oh, fuck no. Look who you're talking to.
Oh, Renee. You should not be saying these things out loud.
But then we get the secret lore drop that everyone's telling Corey about their hookups.
Well,
and there's more hookups happening in the house that we're not seeing, which is so weird from a production standpoint that we aren't actually seeing.
Maybe they figured out spots in the house without cameras.
Ooh, that guest closet got nasty.
Yeah, it did.
All you do is throw one shirt over that.
Rolling around on studded denim.
The photographer is Matthew Jordan Smith.
Nice to have him back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an amazing fashion celebrity photographer. These weren't the ones they showed.
They've shown better in the past.
Yes.
I think they ran out of things they could have access to.
I feel like this shoot was absolutely made for Nina.
Yeah.
Fairies in the grass.
So, yeah, they're laying in the grass. The camera is up high.
Mm-hmm.
And to give Nina credit, I also didn't know where the camera was because it was hidden in the
tree. Tree branches.
It made me howl though, which is like, where's the camera? And then they show it, and she's like, oh, they're like, we are shooting. And give me the deleted photo of her being like, there?
Who says, are these real books?
Jordan, are those real books?
Oh, Jordan.
I mean, I guess if you're in the top model house long enough, you forget what real books are like.
She's probably like,
Can I turn a page in something that's not a magazine?
They're all glued!
I've read that one nylon so many times.
And now I've torn out all the pages.
I like that. I like the version that everyone's starved for literature at any time in a top model house, that they're just like, is there a narrative?
What's the plot?
Denouement?
Give me an index!
I need an author's note!
And then we found out a second thing after clowns that Renee is scared of, because Renee has a list of fears that's growing. Yes.
Well, I'm going to say, it was a cute frog.
It was a cute frog.
I love frogs.
Leave it alone.
Oh,
yes.
Sure. Oh,
Let that frog be. Let him live his life.
Don't touch animals, including your own. Just don't.
And you're getting her back for what, Jordan? What are you getting Renee back for?
I also super dislike the narrative that Jordan is putting forward of, I hate girls who are afraid of bugs and animals.
Yeah, boo.
This pick-me energy that Jordan has adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of this. Also, I'm not a fan of how loud everyone was during this repeated frog prank. I'm like, shut up, everybody.
Yeah.
This set, every time, no matter what it is, and it usually involves Jordan.
Which is weird because I'm like a lot of the credit I give her is like super professional, very into the business, and then something happens on these photo shoots where she decides to like throw some power around in a really weird way.
And you can't blame Jeremy, who's probably off on the side somewhere, but like...
Sure. So Jordan brings the frog over, and it jumps out / she throws it at her.
Also, she's dressed for the shoot. Do not put the frogs on the couture.
This whole thing, terrible.
And Renee is fully within her right to be upset and to retaliate against Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. This is the absolute worst of Jordan. Also, this house, too many pranks.
Yes.
We need an end to pranks.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on set. On set drives me wild.
Also, people being very clear about saying, do not
come
thing.
near me with this. Yeah.
Then Jordan continues to call Renee a diva.
Mm-hmm.
The irony of Jordan calling someone a diva as she stared at her photo on the TV.
Inches away.
So many hours.
And my hot take is Jordan is a bully. And whether that comes from the fact that she was mistreated or abused, she is doing that to other people. Other people that she sees as threatening. Because there is nothing to get Renee back from. Even if it's she won, that has nothing to do with Renee and you. She has said some shitty things about Jordan, mostly in confessional, and you had one fight where you were clearly in the wrong. We haven't seen Renee do anything to Jordan other than be like, I don't like you.
Well, and you would think, too, Jordan has also, even though she called it keeping her enemies closer, seemingly spent a lot of time with Renee. Tirelessly.
Never forget bathtub bonding.
Yeah. So, yeah.
A more fun thing, Chris is now flirting with Johnny.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my goodness me.
Chris,
you look hot. You're not so bad yourself. I have a boyfriend.
Chris does look so hot.
He really does.
Ooh, boy.
Shoot.
This final photo, too.
These clothes are the thing for Chris.
And me. I think I would give, and this is a toxic trait of me, I would give Chris more grace if Chris was a little bit queer.
Yeah.
Because
no, I feel you.
Like that awkwardness of someone that had to deal with that in his shitty situation and in probably a place that wasn't that cool for queer people. I don't know. It just, if that's the vibe, also the vibe where he's like, Nina, I like you. I love you. As a person. I wonder in an update.
Let's get married when we're 90.
Yeah. But this, because the flirting didn't feel like we're having fun. That felt a little like Chris was feeling himself and was like, oh, I got to
took a shot.
Uh-huh.
Matthew Jordan Smith's confusion over the My Walk Was Too Good story that everybody watches from the sidelines and drinks up like the iciest of tea.
The icedest of teas.
It was so good.
Is that possible? And then Chris and Marvin being like, is it possible?
Didn't love the continued talk of Phil's femininity and softness. And then Renee's, I think they're looking for a man.
Well, I'll continue to give Renee credit, even though I didn't like that. I wonder if it's a commentary on Corey.
It came
because
off,
we've seen her.
It came off to me like she was quoting the judges. I will say that everybody is now very aware that this is what the judges are looking for because they have made it so known.
Very clear. It just reminded me of when during the trailer park shoot where they're like, Corey, you look like a man. And she was like, he is a man.
Yeah.
Generous read of the situation.
Yeah, I prefaced that.
If I'm Phil, I gotta say, I have way more sympathy on this score where it's like, how do I make my face manlier?
Yeah.
I have a fucking beard. Like, what do you want
Corey
from
did
me?
it. Corey made his face look ugly. And they were like, great. Marvin's face, though, doesn't move.
I gotta say.
Frozen.
The silver hair, for some reason, trying to make Corey and Dawn look very similar for this episode
Wow.
was fine. The brightly colored hair.
Why?
Y'all, when we get to some of the eliminated contestants, they went wild.
But this red hair, coupled with the outfit on Marvin before he even got down, he did look like a little wooden boy.
Yes, he did.
Stage production of Pinocchio vibes.
Yeah.
New video game, The Lies of P. Look it up, listeners. You aren't ready.
Before we get into this conversation, I'm totally on Renee's side. Hey, what the fuck are they all eating? What pan of Tostitos and taco chips with chocolate are they eating?
This is a late night drunken
dessert nacho situation.
Because I think this is all
not pleasant.
No, but this all screams 5 drinks in. Everyone is a little bit schwasty in the way.
Oh yeah, especially the way they're all lying on this couch. Like
everyone's very loud in a very specific way, in a non-energized way.
Nothing like non-energized noise.
Corey was eating those treats, but was not here for the conversation.
Smartest person in the room. Corey not saying one word.
And Phil and Marvin, strategy of yelling over Renee is a look that I wouldn't have chosen.
Well, and this is perhaps Chris's worst moment for me, which is saying something. But Chris telling Renee that she's lucky she won a challenge.
And that she doesn't photograph well.
Remember when she won the challenge by far? Because she was the only one who was actually good at it.
And
it's so odd. I like Dawn's after all of them, because the fight, if you haven't seen the episode, becomes this thing that we kind of mentioned earlier, where Renee's like, a woman's gonna win this. It's a woman's industry, blah, blah, blah. It feels like they were talking about something else and we're in the end of the conversation. Phil takes this so personally.
Yeah.
It feels like, and he's like, well, then why are 5 men here and 3 women? The only quote I like from Phil is like, why would Tyra even flirt with the idea of a man winning? I'm like, what? Where are we going? And then Dawn says, under his breath, so funny, because I think he's also a little insulted by what Renee says, but does not want to fight, and says, all right, but if a guy gets top photo tomorrow, you got to eat these words.
And she goes, I will.
And she's like, all right, that seems fair.
You didn't at least scream over me.
Out of this room. She looks like she's a marionette on strings. It's like, bye.
And Corey's like, don't leave.
Yeah,
I haven't finished
I want to
eating.
finish these chips.
This panel photo.
Photos. Excuse me. I love the one. Is it Tyra in Tyra's eyes?
Yes.
Is it Tyra looking at Tyra? Because only Tyra can see visions of Tyra.
But it's supposed to be mirrors, but it just looks like picture frames that have fallen to the floor.
Frames,
Correct, yes. But then this wig, the fact that they give us a shot of the wig from the back.
Behind
the wig.
The true story. You'll finally find it out.
Untouched behind the wig.
Conspiracy theory.
Do.
Tyra's hair person is trying immersion therapy with Tyra so that she doesn't wear wigs anymore. So she makes her look as bad as fucking possible. Because it's insane what these look like.
And we figure out why this happens by the end of it, but this full gown moment that I was not ready for.
Sure.
Because it's a very special night that we don't know about yet.
There's like a weird bordello-ness, but also a little girl's birthday party-ness to it. I don't... Ugh.
But then, Tyra, with all that choice, says of our contestants that they look, quote, fashionably perfect today. And then we cut to Nina wearing cat ears and Phil's weird cut-off sleeves like he's an anime character.
That shirt, the most complicated shirt in the world.
I'm sorry, but it is bananas for Nina. Yeah, Phil always looks awful. Nina's wearing gamer cat ears.
I wish they were headphones. I wish they were the kitty cat earphones.
The whole time
Streaming.
she's just like...
Yeah. She's a VTuber now, I'm
I'm
sure.
listening to Dawn's single.
It's good.
She also says, so you guys did Style Fashion Week in Los Angeles. Some of us did.
Well,
What a sum up. And she does that thing where she tells the judges what the photo shoot was purely through gestures.
And you had a photo shoot. Yeah, that's how the show works, Tyra.
Wow.
I do sometimes when I'm at my most generous with Tyra, which is rare, which is unneeded, which is undeserved. Think to myself, you have to say basically the same thing for 20 seasons. I think my brain would melt at some point.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, everyone, looks like there's models, and we did a photo shoot, and I guess another challenge.
Nina is up first. There's something very strange about this photo.
I like it. I'm into it. I think she looks great. They could not have picked a better color dress for her to wear.
Sure.
Very correct. One thing top models taught us, that if you have vibrant red hair, wear a blue dress.
You know?
From Brenda to Nina, it works.
Yeah, I think her face is really good. I think to her detriment, the dress cuts her body into weird pieces.
I see that, but I don't know. I dig the whole vibe. I think it's got that sort of like man who fell to earth, gorgeous alien kind of thing.
I really like her face. I actually really like what she's doing with her lips. Almost a little like, ooh. But it's so funny that in some ways, if I turn my head, this is a lot of the same posing as the paint splash.
Uh-huh.
And yet with this, I like it. And with the other one, and I guess I'm just like, maybe I just don't like paint.
Maybe. Tyra says, Marrakesh, Kazakhstan, Albania.
3 countries.
Marrakesh is not a country. It is a city in Morocco.
It felt like at first she was going to name cities that Top Model had been to, but that's sort of real quick.
But I'm just saying, you can't say she didn't say 3 things.
She said 3 things, but only 2 countries.
I know. She'll still make it a 2 list somehow.
She should have just ended with Bali and then like pumped her eyebrows like, Imagine modeling in Bali.
Thought Fan John was very fun.
Fan of the week.
So good. Had such a good time.
I'm sorry. A fan with a bit and then a real critique?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yeah. How dare you? Look at
And
you.
then Tyra's like, he even did the mirror. And I'm like, Tyra, don't ruin this. Don't ruin John.
Dawn is next. The birds in the mirror flixel was cool. I think it was not actually a flixel. I think they added it in post. I think these are not happening, actually.
Very lucky Flixel, if so.
But he looks like he is being eaten by the grass.
The grass.
Yeah, he really does. Also, I know, and this happens with Corey's photo as well, I know that his hair was actually this color on set. It looks so fake.
Well, they start looking like helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
like,
too evenly and heavily applied.
Yeah, no texture to this hair.
He just looks a little sleepy.
This
to
is
me.
just fell to earth. Just fell.
This is very like a Ken doll fell in the park.
Yeah.
I think he still looks like a person. There are other people who look more doll-like, than Dawn does here.
What a compliment. I think he still looks like a person. Tell me he doesn't, panel. You can't.
Show me.
That was really funny. I kind of wish they'd taken little photos of them and put them in the mirror so everyone was like, "Eee."
I wish it had been like the giant version of them. So you just see like Dawn's huge, like giant Dawn's huge eye peering down.
Dawn on Dawn.
I'd watch some Dawn on Dawn action. Renee is next. She looks so uncomfortable in this photo.
Yeah.
What a weird time for me to disagree about Renee in another way. I love this photo.
I think she looks a little uncomfortable, but her face and her hair is so gorgeous.
Yes.
I don't mind there being discomfort in this photo. I think it makes her a more interesting moment.
I think her face looks very different than other Renee faces we've gotten. I think her hair and her delicate little hand that's coming up to it fits really well. And I also love, and I'm creating too much of a narrative, I also love her left arm almost reaching for this mirror.
Yeah,
as
hold
if
on.
she just let go of it or is just, I don't know. I
don't hate the picture. I
dig it.
It's tortured.
I like the tension in the body because I think a lot of the other ones fall prey to being too relaxed. Yeah.
Sure, that's true. That's true.
She almost looks like she's writhing's not the right word, but like she's just like got a little bit of movement to this somehow.
Or like a kitty cat stretch after she's like waking up.
Yes.
Fan Danity Kane wrote in.
I said the same thing. I was like, oh, Danity Kane, the whole group.
Jordan is next.
Kelly's opening question to Jordan about the challenge of how can you look like you and not book a show betrays so much ignorance
About Kelly.
about modeling.
But
I thought her response was real.
But I appreciated, I thought Tyra's interpretation was actually very helpful. Yeah.
It was Tyra at her best and an actual, I think, 99% accurate read of what happened.
I agree.
Yes, he was trying to be nice and telling her something not very nice in a nicer way.
But the whole, like, cookie cutter, we've seen it from everybody else who walks in the door, not current. I thought that was very helpful advice and an accurate read on the situation.
But it's bad for the show to be like, we love you here, but they think you're boring. This photo, there's something too sexy and too pregnant about this photo that I don't love.
I just think it's just okay.
Yeah, this is a very middling. I think her face, I think Jordan is not going to have a picture without a good face. I think that's just,
yeah.
She's got a great face. I think it is funny that after all that fake real book thing, she does have a bunch of real seeming books around her. Jordan's like, I found the real books.
Let me leaf through.
I
don't
think she's done any favors by the fact that she has this cape behind her.
Or sheet or something.
This puddle of fabric.
Why does everyone else get like,
just the grass? There's something, I don't know. There's just the way the dress is also, there's so much dress and yet there's so much leg showing. Like there's just something uncomfortable about this picture for me. And and I agreed with Tyra when she said it looked mature and cheap.
I think the position of her body looks a little bit to me like a doll who was in a permanent sitting position who then tips over.
Like made for the car.
Yes, exactly. I enjoyed Jordan fan. Jordan's shot is good, just not a 10. It is very angelic, though. Shannon. That Shannon?
Yeah,
angelic.
Loves angelic. She's looking and she's like, is that a swimsuit or is that underwear? Oh, it's a dress. It's fine.
Corey's next.
Rob says the thing that he said he didn't need to say anymore.
He sure did.
Uh-huh.
I actually agree with Kelly that the way his body is angled in the middle is not the most flattering shot. It's just all of a sudden he's like a flat square in the middle.
It's as though every bone in his body disappeared and he became...
I like it. I really like the position of his legs, and I love the hand on the torso.
I like the hand on the torso.
For some reason, that's really doing it for me.
I like the hand behind his head, actually.
I would wear this outfit.
Yeah.
If you cut off the legs, and I was just looking at the top half, that does it for me.
Sure.
I'm into it. I don't think it's his best photo, but I'm into it.
Why did they give him this hairline? That's not even his hairline.
Very strange choice.
It is endlessly entertaining to me that after all the makeover drama of completely shaving his head, they've never reshaved it, and now they're adding it.
Yeah, little weird
adding
helmets.
more hair.
Well, now he also has a little mustache, too.
He kind of looks like someone who'd play Quicksilver in X-Men.
But like the bad version. Like, it's...
Evil?
No, it's like
Slow Silver?
Or like a bad movie.
Like a bad movie. So the X-Men movies.
Oh, no, the porn version. Triple X-Men.
Oh. Phil is next. He looks like a dead body that got thrown out of a car.
Yeah, these legs are insane.
It doesn't help that the tail of the jacket or whatever is also under and through where his legs split, so it looks like he's wearing...
Hammer pants?
Yeah.
Why all the clocks?
Yeah.
Where did these clocks come from?
Well, now it's not even pretending to be a fucking Flixel, because now the clocks are running backwards.
I don't know. This is not a good face for him.
No.
But I have not minded his previous faces as much.
Right. I think of all the photos to eliminate Phil on, this is going to be the most fair to do it to.
Sure. Oh, I didn't like last week's.
I didn't like it, but it wasn't my least
I
favorite.
haven't liked any of his photos. There's never a time when Phil could have been eliminated that I would have been upset. So I'm not an accurate source.
Kelly,
JDB, I'm sorry, I'm not an unbiased Phil source. You're just not gonna get it from me.
What? I'm shocked. Kelly says that he looks like Johnny Knoxville and his friends on TV.
I would just like to say,
his friends are clocks. Did you not know?
Johnny Knoxville is way hotter than Phil.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she's meant Johnny Knoxville. She means, like, Bam Margera. But she couldn't pull that name out of her ass.
Imagine if she did pull such a reference. And we find out that she's a huge Jackass fan.
Chris is next.
Oh my
goodness
so good.
me.
Top picture for
wow.
Yeah, absolutely my favorite picture of the week.
I would have hung this on my college wall.
Is there a salon in college? I will say, this is very not mirror focused. The mirrors are getting eaten in this one by the grass.
Good.
His styling is perfect.
Love his hair like up.
Yeah.
The boots, the gloves.
Flowers. The flower flixel of it falling on him.
So
and
good.
he just looks beautiful.
We get the rare Tyra swear because she says, "Oh my fucking God."
Yeah. And everyone reacts. I'm like, so it's not just us. Like, Tyra doesn't cuss. It's my favorite, like, subplot of her personality that Tyra's prudish about sex and cursing. And I feel like everyone was like, fuck. Chris, you got the rare Tyra fuck.
Kelly said King Vladimir the Viking of Vortex. Number one, Vladimir is a Russian name. And then Vortex, for why?
You have to question yourself, I feel like, if you're Kelly, when Rob's pop cultural pull is more accurate than yours.
Absolutely.
Twilight, it is. But then Rob got really jealous of the Tyra swear and scores accordingly. Marvin is last up.
This is the worst photo this week.
It looks like they cut up his body parts in the photo
and reassembled
them.
Like he fell to earth and broke all of his bones.
One of the worst parts, and I wish they had mentioned this because it's an actual helpful tip, is him putting his left leg up, knee up to camera when that's where the camera is the similar advice to who they gave Alex, and like, be aware of where the camera is because it looks so odd. And I agree with the first half of the Kelly story where she says it looks like your head's pushed through a wooden cutout. But then of Howdy Doody, which I don't think was iconically a wooden cutout.
No,
thing.
it was a puppet.
Yeah, it's a TV show, pretty sure.
And unfortunately, I have to agree with Rob Evans again. Yeah, broken marionette. That's what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
This is so weird.
And look, the red hair's not his fault. It's weird that they did that to him, but everything else.
Do you love the moment of telling a man that he needs to smile less?
Oh, loved it.
Feels like a real something balanced somewhere.
Somewhere in some gender studies class, someone wrote a whole essay on that interaction.
Let's talk about these eliminated people's photos.
And then, I'm sorry, after this picture, that Kelly and Tyra both give him 8s for this photo.
So weird.
Yeah. Catrone especially.
Yeah.
They still want to fuck him. There's still a weird, like, horny for Marvin energy.
I think it's just keeping him on the show at this point.
I also think, I do think it's in person.
Yeah.
I think that he's probably a pretty stunning person in person. And so
even Renee's been overcome by being like, look, at the end of the day, he's a hunk.
He's hot. Yeah. All right, let's look at these eliminated photos.
I have a soundtrack for Alex's. And it's the chicks ready to run. Yeah, ready. This is so Runaway Bride.
Well, it's her legs. It's her little legs.
I guess she changed her shoes on the way out of the chapel.
I think the Flixel is probably her legs going beep, 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 beep.
Cleus looks terrible again.
Woof and a half.
Yeah, that's not it.
Jeremy with his blue hair and this vampire cape.
They also gave his outfit just one color, so it doesn't look like he has a body at all.
That cape truly is. And it looks like, and not that I would have a problem with this generally, but in a way they did for no one else. It looks like he's wearing like lip plumper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gianna? Ooh, not Gianna's best.
Not good.
Nope.
I like how she's pointing to a word in the book.
The tension in her neck, those neck muscles are about to burst at the seams.
Yeah. Kanani doesn't even look like I think Kanani serves.
I think she's okay. I think something happened with her eyebrows.
Sure.
They're like
Yeah.
very
Talk
wiggly.
about a sine wave.
Yeah, exactly. I hope that was her flick, so just the eyebrows go beepity beepity beep.
I also think the wig is not helping.
No. I'm saying her.
Yeah.
Mike.
And Mike says, don't return me to the competition.
Why do they keep putting him in these fingerless gloves? Every
Oh, hey, Mike's
fucking...
here. That's what Mike's photo was saying. Oh, hey, look, I'm here.
They gave
I
him
love
no
that
clothes.
he's just flexing. Huh?
I learned this pose from Jeremy.
Call out order.
So I guess technically my favorite's Alex's again.
I guess.
None of
Chris,
these are
Chris's.
it's
Of the eliminated.
Of the eliminated.
No, of all of them. Of all of them.
I think Kanani's. I liked Kanani's more than Alex's, but that's
Oh yeah, Kanani's was pretty good.
Yeah.
call out order. Chris gets first call out with a 6-1.
Deserved first call out.
Oh,
Weird that
first call
his
out, fine.
social media score is the
They
third
don't-
highest.
Social media does not like Chris.
No.
Don't get
But
it.
they love second call out Nina with a 7-6,
Quirky.
which hers is a good photo,
No,
but to have
too
that
high.
big of a difference?
And then we're back on our shit with Renee
Yeah.
third at 5-3.
This was
Great.
not the third worst. That's
Nope.
ridiculous. And
Nope.
also, she fully fell. And Tyra's like, whoopsie boopsie.
We also don't see the fall. We just hear sort of
No.
like clank, clank, clank.
Clank, clank, clank with Renee. Corey's next with a 5-5. Jordan with a 7-1.
Seems high. I mean, her placement in the order is probably where I'd put her, but
Yes, but the
Mhm.
social media score. And then Dawn with a 5-9, which leaves Marvin v. Phil.
and we find out something very important because we haven't had two guys in the bottom in a while. That the guy version on top model of the handhold is to full put your arms around each other when you're in the bottom too.
Yeah.
Also, Phil can't shut the fuck up.
Well, he walks up and Tyra goes, again with this, Phil, essentially.
Phil, again.
I'm like, Tyra, it's your fault he's still here.
You created this scoring system that's keeping him around.
Although she does tell him, you look beautiful, even just standing before me.
Then he takes off that beanie and she's like, okay, never mind. Sorry.
My favorite part of this whole summation is when Tyra talks about the judges being nervous that Marvin in person won't book, and they show a shot of the judges where Brian Boy looks ready to, he's like he looks to the side and is like, we should all look nervous now, right? And Kelly isn't even looking up,
No,
and Rob is just like bored.
that's both of their energies.
Rob is trying to figure out his dinner plans.
Uh-huh.
I'll say this before we get to it. Bored Rob, prefer
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
to the
Less
other version of
engaged.
Rob.
Better. Yeah.
Mhm.
Be less engaged.
The least.
I haven't been furious with Rob in a while. I've been more
Since
just like
Tyra gave him the stern judging talking to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These social media scores are devastating.
Marvin stays with a 3-9,
A 3-9. Nina almost got to double.
and Phil had a 4-3.
Which again, I always like it when the people with the lowest scores are in the bottom, but Phil
Yeah,
goes-
Marvin basically got saved by Tyra and Kelly here
Yeah.
from with those 8s.
Oh, and also the number. Like, I'm pretty sure if you look at the actual scores, like they are their scores that saved them. The
Yeah.
difference
Oh, yeah.
Literally,
between their
yes.
scores.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And look, of these two in the bottom, I am more ready to see Phil go.
Yes.
Sure.
Because Marvin has had some photos
Mhm.
that I think deserve him staying
Yes.
as a model.
I just like Phil should have gone home by now.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's he hugs Tyra way too close.
Ooh.
Woo! Why do I have the words man model
Because that's what she said to him.
Mm-hmm.
I also have the words man model.
I as well have man model. I'm just going to say it. We all thought it was weird that she called him a man model.
So it's the same reveal as last season, except no wardrobe theme.
That moment is right now.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Clea's fashion when they walk back into this room is full chaos.
Yep. Uh-huh. Clea said, I don't want to come back, and I will
No.
wear whatever I want. Her hair looks
That
great, though, again.
That top was from the set of Lipstick Jungle,
Yeah, it was.
turned into a crop top and paired with shorts.
Let's talk. By the way, Phil's shaking so hard, and I actually at some point I'm like, can he sit down?
Yeah.
We're too upset. We thought that the titles that they gave to the returning potential models last cycle were nonsense.
Uh-huh.
Baby dolls out there in listener land, you are not ready for these.
And also, we're back to Alex, by the way.
Yeah.
But not on the board.
Not on the board.
Why is it so inconsistent? We'll never figure that out. Okay. Clea is the fiercely real bombshell. No idea why we added bombshell, because they just couldn't call her fierce real, I guess. And then
If it was just the fiercely real.
the
Yeah,
fierce
I
and that
wish
was
it was.
it. Honestly,
I
it
wish
was
too.
more honest. Yeah.
Then lovely, enjoyable, effervescent Kanani is just called the fierce single mom.
What that's how she's a model.
You.
Also, you just used the word fierce. You can't just be
Double
like...
it.
She also
Human.
barely talked about that in the show's edit.
Well, then Alexandra gets the bubbly fighter. What are you referring to with
Genuinely,
either word?
what are we talking about?
No.
Bubbly? She was never bubbly. She
When
was
did she fight?
gossipy.
Was she a boxer?
No, it's her mom's cancer she fought.
Oh, God.
Oh.
And the fact that her family lost money.
Uh,
And then Mike, the sexy ice cream man,
Well.
which makes it sound like he's made of ice cream.
Or that he sells sexy ice cream.
and then Jeremy's.
Oh my God, Jeremy's.
Jeremy's? This screen grab needs to be put in a museum. Because he is called the Bodylicious Virgin.
Just what his mother always dreamed of when she sent him to this competition.
The Bodylicious Virgin.
And then Gianna.
I'm sorry, that's what he gets called. Like, he's starring in a remake of She's All That.
Yeah, I don't think Jeremy is a
I don't-
bodylicious virgin. J Money is a bodylicious virgin.
Renee bets Jordan that she can't fuck Jeremy by prom. And that's how they talk about it.
Starring Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Gianna gets the flirty sex pot. She doesn't know what kinks are.
She rejected the man who made her the object of his every waking moment in the house. She said no thanks.
Yeah.
Gianna has lips. And that is the end of where that came from.
I can't believe it wasn't the round face.
Well,
Right.
and then Phil does not get a handle. Or
I wish
moniker.
they'd slapped a quick title on
I
Phil.
wish they had too.
And then they reveal it's going to be Bali. Everyone's very excited.
And the reasoning is
Well,
For 2 months, I went here.
we're not even pretending that
Tyra just wants to go back to
I'm just
vacation
gonna go back
spots.
to Bali. Yeah.
She's
Jamaica
like, oh, I
was
can just
so
go to
fun for
Jamaica.
her. Mhm. Yeah.
But it transformed her life because she went for 2 months. There's some vacation colonialism in those words.
I went on a
Do you
mission
think
trip.
Tyra, serious question,
Hmm.
did Tyra do the full Eat, Pray, Love?
I could see that.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
mhm,
only
mhm,
ice
mhm.
cream. I don't like that we don't actually get to see these scores.
I tried frame by frame, but they weren't even pausing them, so it didn't matter.
No.
Maybe
But it
next
makes-
episode.
I have a conspiracy
so.
theory of why we don't see them.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Because another woman might have come back.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because one of these women
it makes a lot of sense.
High scores, and that woman was Gianna at a point of the competition.
I think Alex and Gianna would have come back, which would have actually been interesting. Think about it from a narrative standpoint. If they didn't want to bring, if they weren't forcing themselves for no reason to bring a guy
to the
back.
binary, yeah.
After this whole narrative of 3 girls, 5 guys, to switch that and to be like, well, now it's 5 girls and 4 guys, so I guess,
Yep.
I think that's actually a more interesting plot line.
Yes.
It was also, so Alexandra gets brought back.
With a 7.
Which, I don't know about you, but it was so weird to have an average score of just a 7.0 that made it seem fake.
Well, after last cycle's 100th place digits that they went to, unless the math just perfectly rounded out.
It's just strange.
Y'all, this row of sobbing humans just made me feel so bad for all of them.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, and I wonder if it's just the way the show is structured is manipulating more emotion out of the contestants, but it feels like this particular group of contestants is much more emotionally invested in the you know, we've had a couple of cycles where it felt like a lot of people were like, I'm trying this, and at the end of the day, whatever. This group feels very connected to it.
I wonder if that's partially because of 2 things. One, by having both men and women here, it kind of creates a theater campy energy.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
where everyone's just heightened a little bit.
Yeah, right. And they're also so far away from all of the things that they have to do because of where the house is. They are spending so much time in that giant van.
Yeah.
Like, I just wonder if, and because we're also, you know, like last season with the people on the shoots, which theoretically they might not have last season been on the shoot. They might have done it somewhat separately. They are definitely here doing the shoots with them. So I feel like there's always this camp energy. You're constantly with these people.
I wonder if it's part of the comeback though too, where it's like I had to stay here, but I told myself it could be worth it, and oops, it turns out it wasn't. Like that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna still have to have comeback photos. Overseas.
We do. I checked ahead. I was curious.
Why?
They're trapped. They're trapped forever. Even though the file names spoil everything, they're trapped. Trapped forever. I like it for Alex in the sense that I feel like personality-wise, we didn't get enough of her. I wish there was a world where if we were bringing 2 people back, we got Gianna and Alex back. Because Gianna looks devastated.
She does. Although, honestly, if it were who I think should come back in the competition as who the best model is, I would have Kanani back in a heartbeat.
I would too. Just her social media scores are garbage because of racism. But one of your disappointments is going to end right now because, spoiler alert.
One of your male disappointments.
I wish you just said it.
One of your disappointments.
They cut to the space that's now no longer occupied by Alexandra with Jeremy and Mike going, oh.
Well, then she calls them up. And when you line up Mike, Jeremy, and Phil, what a collection of goobers.
Well, that's because affirmative action's finally working. Cis white males are doing it for themselves.
Inexperienced.
Yep. The fade out of Phil and then the fade in of Alexandra. Are we going to get a fade in of the person who comes back? Because
we better.
We better.
Absolutely better.
I want that to open the episode.
And I want it to be repositioned and peeking behind Alexandra, where it's like, also me?
We also need to talk about the next time on Top Model, which is actually in 2 episodes. But we are told that they were getting on a plane to go to Bali. Mm-hmm. And then we are shown them in the house and doing a photo shoot in the States.
Yep. Is it going to be one of those weird episodes where they go like halfway or something? Remember
Probably.
We've had some seasons like that?
Yes.
But like, what a weird thing to be like, and you're going to Bali. But not yet.
Eventually, you will be getting on a plane that should take you to Bali.
We assume that's... We bought the tickets
crossed.
On sale. Oh.
They will not give me a refund.
I used points.
Will I get those points back, or is this a scam where I can get money back for this?
Ooh, I opened a new credit card to get some free ones to make sure that this extra person could come. Phil is Phil Sullivan, who, after the show, signed with Ford Models in New York, LA Model Management, and Major Models in Milan, and now, most recently, is signed to Q Models and Hefner Management. He's been in Edge Boston, The Improper Bostonian, The Boston Globe. Is he from Boston? The Fashionista, GQ Style Brazil.
The Fashionista?
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
The GQ España, Nylon Guys, Vogue Italia, Out, Vogue US, and Boston Common. So lots of pretty well-known magazines. And he's also modeled for Ralph Lauren, Victor Alfaro, Man of the World, Alexander Charles, Grungy Gentleman. Here's a fun one. Rue La La, Guilt, Baldwin.
Rue La La.
I know.
Ooh la la.
Old Navy, and Worth and Worth. And interestingly, and this is kind of fascinating before we get into his stuff.
Did you give his handle on Instagram?
I'll give it to you in a sec. I want to end with the Instagram. So I looked at his IMDb, and he's got a lot of credits for visual effects work, including working on both of the Happy Feet films and Gods of Egypt. But interestingly, doesn't list America's Next Top Model, even though the picture of him on IMDb is from a America's Next Top Model event. So I was like, maybe Phil Sullivan's a common name. Maybe we're mixing up people.
Right.
But even though it was a picture of him. So I went to America's Next Top Model, and he's the only person not listed as appearing on the show. And I wonder if he wiped this from existence for some reason.
Because that wig.
So his Instagram handle, as Hannah pointed out, is InsightPhil. Insightful.
And that's not insight with a C.
No.
Which would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a different bad thing.
Yeah. I like a pun. I'll take it. His bio is woke up tomorrow. It was yesterday. Huh? Q Models.
What?
Next Models Miami. Hefner Management. Losing followers by the day. And then tags his partner. And then in another first, like Gianna's Amazon list, he has an Airbnb listing. And part of that
don't know if I would put, if I was a television personality, if I would open my home to people.
A big part of it seems to be extremely recently. I think he's doing a pivot to interior design as a career, because that is what some more recent stuff has done. And I have a friend who his entire career is going into places, fixing them up, and using his interior design career skills, education, to make places that are very good for people to stay in, and no one actually lives there. And I wonder if Phil is doing something similar.
I do gotta say, a little grown, a little seasoned, well groomed. Oh boy, does that make a difference for this man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely looks very Brooklyn.
He does. For sure.
I will need to say, in his Airbnb description of the place, it says, "Let me introduce you to my 4th floor walk-up, comma, where there should be a period. An interior decorator's home in the heart of Crown Heights, blah, blah, blah. The copper bedroom will be in the front of the apartment."
The whole room is copper?
I promise it will be.
But it will be as though in the future it will be moved.
Yeah. So were you two fans of Phil? It feels like we all had very subtle opinions on Phil.
Yeah, very mid reactions. He could have been worse, I guess.
He could have been worse. I remembered him being worse.
Yes.
I remembered there being more of this, like, are you bisexual thing that went away.
Oh, I guess I don't remember. I'm realizing I don't remember anything about any of these contestants. So I came into it and I was like, oh, Phil's going to be the quirky version of dudes. Like we need one of each. I thought him and Nina were going to be paired together more for some reason. And then I was like, no.
I see that.
I see why.
I just think he's exhausting.
Yeah, I don't want to be around Phil.
I imagine he is still kind of exhausting.
His
a
name
little
is Insight Phil.
Too much work, if you will. A little TMW from Color Control.
Yeah, I also thought his modeling was like mostly just kind of like there.
The other problem is that it is hard to take him seriously as a contestant when they gave him that makeover. Like, I feel like that sort of ended whatever top modeling career he was going to have. You know what I mean?
I thought, based on his in-person look, makeover notwithstanding, that he was going to be a better model more consistently, especially since he's someone that I've seen pop up on the runways of shows like Next in Fashion. Like I've seen,
and you see him in print work sometimes too.
Yeah. Like he's someone who seems to still be working, which is great. Good for him.
Well, I think because he hit.
Thought he would be better on the show. I thought he was like going to be a top 4 person when I first saw him. I was like, oh,
yeah. I think he hit a look. His own look was a little ahead of what fashion was going towards. They wanted that more waxed Jeremy feel. And then eventually we got to a point where they're like, well, we like kind of the beardy and hairy is like, because gays are into bearded and hairy, now straight people can be into bearded and hairy.
It is funny that his diversity on the show is having chest hair.
Yeah, truly.
Can you imagine a model with chest hair?
They're trying to give him his own look in a way that they were absolutely incapable of doing. Adding guys has just become such a referendum on top model's own particular brand of toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And what a man has to be a successful model in top model world.
But if you want to be a successful Podleadum listener.
In Podleadum world.
Rate, review, and subscribe. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. You can join the Discord.
It's over 200 now. So many friends.
And there are so many fun behind-the-scenes photos. People are doing the work for this cycle.
That I will not do.
Tidbits, extras. It's so fun to see.
It's so fun. There was someone who joined the Discord and knew. Apologies for not remembering the screen name, but it just discovered our podcast and is kind of giving almost live tweeted thoughts as they go cycle by cycle for us. And it's so fun to see they like comment like, I love the segment. Do you want to wear that top? And someone was like, uh-oh. Rest in peace, old segments.
And don't forget, if you were a supporter of the Lead'em Pod, double check.
Double check.
Double check.
Click, click. That was me clapping in verbal. Click, click. Oh, second episode. It's my clapsel.
You can find me actually clapping anywhere at Yet Charming.
I can't come back from it. I'm on Instagram, I think. I'm pretty sure. At Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I guess, if I'm honest with myself, I'm on TikTok at JDB Crump, okay?
And be sure to use the hashtag Podleadum and Clapsel whenever you talk about us.
Please do. Please do.
So for Podleadum, I've been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.